Hey everybody, this is COHEN. Welcome back to another pickups video. It's been a while since I've done a pickups video. I just have not really been having the time out here to go do pickups. School's been crazier this semester than I ever thought it would be. But I did manage to get some cool stuff. As you can tell by the title down there, I went to the pawn shop and I actually got a pretty good set of deals, and I also got a few games at GameStop. Nothing special, just a couple of games. One of them I've been really interested in getting back, and another one I've heard a lot of good things about. I went there for one particular game, to the pawn shop for one particular game, and that's what I'm going to show at the end of the pawn shop stuff. But I finally got a chance to look through their PS2 games, and they actually had some pretty cool stuff. So I ended up picking up 9 PS2 games from them. They're doing a buy 2 get 1 free for same system games. So all in all, for like all the PS2 stuff you're about to see, I paid a little bit under 30 bucks, and then I paid $30 for the last game that I'm going to show you. And I bought a couple for replacement cases, but I'll show you what I mean. So the first things here, yeah, this one here. So I bought Red Faction 2 for $2. Actually, I'm planning on keeping this one. I've been trying to get a hold of this game for, I don't know, several years, but every time I go try to find it and I see it, everyone wants 10 bucks for it, and it's not worth 10 bucks. Honestly, it's barely worth $2. People aren't buying this game, but I do have Red Faction 1, and I'd like to get the second one, and I finally did. So I was happy to get that for $2. Here's one of the replacement cases. I got a Goo Gone sticker off of here, but it's in fine shape. All the tabs are there and everything, and I guess I got this for effectively $1. The next batch of games, this game here is the reason why I got the replacement cases, and that's Shadow Hearts Covenant. This game case was destroyed, and I went ahead and got another one. Unfortunately, though, this one only comes with the first disc. There's no second disc and there's no manual, but this ended up being about $4, which is a really good price for this. So what I'm hoping is that I can either find a complete copy and then just part this out, or I can find the manual and the second disc somehow and kind of piece together a copy of this. And I do have a spare double disc case at home, but for now I just wanted something nice to hold that in. But that was only $3.95, and so that was really, really cool. I do have the first Shadow Heart. I'm still looking for the third one. I believe that's the second one. Next, I got Armored Core Nexus. This is another double disc game, and I've kind of been interested in the Armored Core games a little bit. They're really cool strategy games. This one, unfortunately, has kind of a busted up top too, so this was only $3 though, so I wasn't really that worried about it. I believe I'll be able to find a replacement case for this someday, but other than the busted up case with the top, it is in good shape. So there's that. They had a couple other Armored Core games, but they were really expensive. I went ahead and picked up Unlimited Saga as well. This was $5, so I effectively got the Armored Core Nexus for free, actually. How the deal worked out. This is kind of the black sheep of the Saga games, as far as I'm aware. I do have Saga Frontier 2 on the PlayStation, and I'm still looking out for the first Saga Frontier, and I have Romancing Saga as well. There's a couple other ones that were released in the United States, and there was the Final Fantasy Legends games, which I have none of. But I'm just trying to kind of get all the Saga games and give them a shot. They don't seem too bad. This one is complete in really nice condition. All these stickers are on the outside of the case. They come off really easily. I just am keeping them on to remind me of prices. And then this is the last 2 for 3 deal, or however you want to say it. I ended up paying about $20 just for these 3 games, and everything else ended up being about 10. The cheapest one here is Shepherd's Crossing. I believe, yeah, this one's complete. It's a very, very thin manual, and I think this is a reissue. But basically, this is kind of just like a Farmville, kind of like a Harvest Moon kind of thing, but there's a little bit more going on. It's more of like a strategy than a simulation. and I kind of consider Harvest Moon a simulation. And I believe this is only isometric, and there is some battling too. So the reason I got this is just because it's a really interesting, strange game for the PS2, and I don't see it anywhere. I've had this on my wanted list for a while just because of how interesting it looks, and I'd like to give it a try. So definitely an interesting game to have. Then next I have Devil Kings this is a Capcom, I believe this is an RPG, like an action RPG or hack and slash, something like that. This game isn't really worth $9, but if I kind of spread it all out, I paid $7 for each of these, and it kind of works out okay. I believe I've heard good things about this from people on YouTube. I could be wrong about that. I haven't heard anybody talking about it for a while, but it says from the creators of Resident Evil and Devil May Cry. That doesn't really mean much because it's not selling very well on eBay right now, so it's not in high demand, but looked like an interesting game, so I will give that a shot at some point. And as far as the PS2 games, this is one I'm really the most happy to find, and that is Killer 7. This was $10 or $9.95. This was one of the games that Capcom was going to release only for the GameCube, and then they ended up releasing it for the PS2. And I think this was the only one that was released on the PS2. I could be wrong about that though. But I played this on my friend's GameCube, and I really enjoyed playing this game. And I've been wanting to get a copy for myself. And with the PS2 being my platform of choice, I was very happy to see it. And effectively for like $7, $6–7, it's hard to pass up. So then, as I mentioned, I did buy a game here that I spent $30 on, and usually I'm not going to spend that kind of money on a game unless it's like a new game or something like that, but this is definitely an exception. They had this the last time I was there, but I was kind of unsure about it. I didn't realize the price of this game, what it was going for on eBay, so I did pass. I thought it was too expensive, but after checking up on eBay, I realized this was actually quite a good deal, and I went ahead and picked it up, and that is Diablo for the PS1. This is supposed to be quite a good port. Added local multiplayer, which is really cool. My roommate and I are going to play through this at least once, probably a couple times, and I've heard very good things about this port. As far as I can tell, this is going for like $45 or $50 on eBay right now and climbing. My copy's not in pristine condition. The front cover could probably use a replacement. The front disc, jewel case disc, or front jewel case cover could use a replacement. But you know, everything else is in great shape. It's still on its hinges, and the disc is, I already checked, the disc is quite good, if I remember correctly. There's like a fingerprint, and it's fine otherwise. So yeah, really happy to get this. A nice addition to the PS1 collection. Really looking forward to playing my first Diablo game for sure. And then, as I mentioned before, I did go to GameStop and I picked up two games there. They were both $6.29. First one here is Ridge Racer 7. This was like the first game that my dad got for our PS3, and he sold it or traded it into Amazon or something like that to go towards new games, which was fine at the time. But I've just been kind of having a real hankering to play a Ridge Racer game, and the only Ridge Racer game I have at the moment is Ridge Racer 5, and that's back home. So I saw this for $6.29, and I just couldn't say no. I absolutely love this game. I love Ridge Racer games so much. They're just really stupid fun racers, and it's hard to go wrong. And then the last game that I have for this video, this is another PS3 game, and I believe this was on 360 as well. Basically, like Katamari style game, but with tornadoes, and that game is Tornado Outbreak by Konami. Oh, there's a little bit of a scratch on the front. It's okay. Again, this was $6.29. Yeah, basically it's Katamari, but you are this little tiny tornado, and then you have to suck up small things to become bigger, and then the goal of each level is to destroy some large structure in the world. So, I mean, it looks really interesting. It's not like... It was a very early game, so it hasn't really stood the test of time. I know how cliche that sounds, but, you know, you can tell it's an early game, but I think it has a really interesting, fun little mechanic, and I like Katamari games a lot. So I figured, you know, this was something that I really like to give a try, and if we get a few hours of enjoyment out of it, it'll be worth it. So that's Tornado Outbreak. So there we go, guys. Those are my pickups for this video. Sorry it's been so long since I've done a pickups video. Again, as I said, it's been crazy busy out here, and I've got a lot of things going on in my life. I got an announcement video coming very soon. I've got some really good news on several fronts that I'd like to share with you guys, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for more Minecraft Let's Plays. I know that that's not getting a huge reception right now, but it's definitely something I'm enjoying playing at the moment, and I've got a really cool person that I'm going to try to do some episodes with on his server, so that'll be interesting. And yeah, I'm just really excited about that. And I also recently bought a pop filter for my mic because the second video that I shot had a lot of popping noises, and that was really obnoxious, and I didn't want that to be a factor in my videos anymore. So hopefully, you know, next video I'll have all the audio issues sorted out, and that'll make it more watchable. And hopefully some of you guys are at least enjoying that. I appreciate the people that did actually watch the video. So with that being said, I think that's everything I have for this video. So as I said, keep an eye out for that announcements video coming very soon, and also more Minecraft Feed the Beast Let's Plays. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in a few days or about a week with a new video.